Let's talk about depression from a spiritual perspective. The me that I believe to be is not who I really am. The me that I believe to be is a fictional character that I've created that is living in a fictional story that I've also created. That I've created the character and the story. And the character in the story is really an activity. And depression is really when this activity feels so tiring and exhausting. It's really when the character is too tired and exhausted to continue any longer. With depression, life feels so heavy and like a burden. But life doesn't feel heavy, and life is not a burden. What feels heavy and what is a burden is my story. It's my story that's a burden. And the fictional character is carrying around the story everywhere it goes. So when it's so tiring and exhausting, it just feels so weighed down by this story that is filled with my problems, my worries, my pressures, my goals, my expectations, my dramas. And this story is really weighing me down. It's weighing the me down. It's not weighing who I really am down. It's weighing the fictional character down. And the story just starts becoming less and less interesting. We're losing interest in the story. And I'm also losing interest in the me. I'm losing interest in the fictional character as well as the fictional story. That both are experienced to be so tiring and exhausting and just overwhelming me with the weight of me and my story. It's depressing me. It's weighing me down, depressed. It's a depression. But this is really an invitation, because it's an invitation to awaken to what we really are. That we are not this limited character in a limited story. That we are so much more. So it's an invitation to go from depressed to deep rest. It's really this calling. It's a calling from what we really are. It's an invitation from what we really are, inviting us back, inviting us to realize what we really are. It's like it's saying, you aren't that character and you aren't living in that story, that you've created both. This isn't who you really are. And as long as you are pretending to be something that you are not, you're going to feel tired and exhausted. You're exhausted from everything always not working out how you want it to be. You're tired of dealing with problem after problem. You're so tired from going from your past to your future, traveling through life like it's some story that you're in, where the character continues to be on the next page and the next page and the next page, but it's not working out for the character. And the character doesn't know how to get out of the story. The character loses interest in itself. It loses interest in the story. It just doesn't want to be part of it anymore. So it's this calling to transcend the character and the story, to realize that you are not the character and you are not that story. You are not who you think you are, and you are not your story. That you are beyond all of that. And you're not even a who. You're a what. What you really are is calling to be discovered. It's an invitation to go from depressed to deep rest. Because what you are is this profound peace. And you know this in your heart. This is the peace that cannot be experienced as this character. This peace is never experienced in my story, because it is beyond both the character and the story. And it's only by awakening from the character and the story that you are awakening to yourself, which is this profound peace. And it's only until you awaken to your true self that you can simply enjoy this deep rest. This rest is what you are actually seeking. That you can simply rest in yourself, as yourself, and be free from the illusionary character. To be free from who you think you are. To be free from my story. And simply rest.